Hello everyone! Today we're going to be looking at what happens when the peasants living on your farm actually try and make something of themselves and upgrade their houses. On top of that, we're going to have a brand new spouse in each and every one of those houses for a total of 4 spouses on your farm. That way we can really get a feel for the dynamic between the players and other players' spouses just to see what it's like. As always, these crazy ideas start with the magical Robin, so we need to hire her to build 3 basic cabins. Obviously, we're going to pick one of each of the 3 styles, and it's worth noting the insides of the house are all identical all through their upgrades, it's only the outside that changes. One thing we did discover while doing this is you can use the same person to upgrade all 3 cabins. Obviously, the owner of the cabin is the only person who can upgrade it, but they can leave the file, make a new character, rejoin, so I had one person, being Kira, doing all 3 cabins. Obviously, this is simply what the cabins look like at the very beginning. They're very cheap to build, they're nothing special, they're the same way your farmhouse starts out. Very boring looking, very small inside. But as soon as you get that first upgrade completed, takes 3 days, the house starts to look a lot better. This is what the stone house looks like in its middle upgrade. And its interior doesn't get a whole lot more exciting, but it does get a little bit bigger. So if you have some peasants living on your farm, go ahead and use that space. Throw some kegs in there, they won't mind. They don't have a choice. They complain, blow up their house and kick them out. Now it's upgrade number 3, the final upgrade that looks the best for all these houses. Look how much better this one looks already. It's even got a custom door, a stained glass window, and a round chimney. I mean, nothing says luxury like a round chimney. Taking a look at the insidey parts of the house, we get 2 extra rooms up top, one of which is occupied by Kira, who likes watering the floor. This upgrade obviously gives you a lot more space again. It's a very small footprint on the outside, it only occupies 6 spaces in your field and gives you all that room inside. Also, interestingly enough, allows the possibility of a spouse and children. But this house is far too nice and classy for Kira, so we're going to kick her out of the game. She's going to come back in and occupy one of the other ones and upgrade that one. Here's house number 2, in its number 2 upgrade. That's right, we're right in the middle. This one has a lot of round windows, it's kind of adorable. Skipping ahead to its final form, it actually looks pretty good. Again, the custom doorway is a nice touch, that will be your doorway, no one else's. Same with the windows, those are custom to your house, I don't believe you can get them anywhere else in the game. And for those of you that aren't real good at listening, we're not going to look at the interior because they're always the same, every upgrade, every house. Here's house number 3. In its middle upgrade, it has square windows and a red roof. Kira's here too. But that's boring, because I know all we want to see is this, the final upgrade for the 3rd house. This one actually looks really good. I think this is the one we've probably seen most often because that's normally the cabin people start with. It's a simple wood cabin, but in its final form, it looks pretty good. Definitely a big upgrade from the original. And it looks like someone's a pretty big Lewis fan. So here they are, simply laid out side by side, the final upgrades for all your peasants' houses. Should they feel the need to waste your valuable resources on these, well, this is what they're going to look like. Like I said, they do give you a lot of extra space. They only occupy 6 spaces in your field, but give you a ton of space in the interior, so it actually expands your farm. Now that we've accomplished that mighty task, we decided to see what happens when the peasants try and marry the NPCs. Turns out that's pretty straightforward and easy to do. From the time of proposal, it's the standard 3-day wait till the wedding. Unfortunately, all players have to view it. I'm even there in the background wearing a nice suit. Kira doesn't wear anything nice because she just isn't classy. Hopefully none of the players you're playing with are really selfish and actually want to watch the whole ceremony because we've all seen this a million times. Just like bedtime every night, you've got to make everyone agree to it and be ready. Strangely enough, the other player's spouses still like hanging out on your porch. Not that I'm complaining, it is months after all, it's only a matter of time before he marries everyone involved. Of course, not to be outdone, we promptly divorce Elliot. And both marry Emily. I'm just kidding, the game won't let us do that. So I just marry Emily's sister. And then we add a Shane because you can never have too many spouses on your farm. And interestingly enough, Shane will even talk to me like he's my husband, despite the fact that he's married to Kira. And I couldn't be happier about this. I'm going to consider everyone on this farm my spouse and therefore my slave.